Hey guys, it's John here. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the microcosmos of instant pets. Transcience recently released a brand new retro-inspired sea monkey product, the Create Instant Life Starter Kit. I recently received this in the mail, so I'm super excited to open it up and share it with you guys today. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video too for your chance to win a Sea Monkey Ocean Zoo kit. This 2022 box set is an update and a callback to an earlier Sea Monkey product, the original starter kit, which goes by the same name, which was first released in 1968. This box set was produced by Honey Toy Industries, a precursor company to Transcience. It then received a packaging refresh in 1975, and this time the name was changed to The Miracle of Instant Life, with large numbered graphics on the back. And now this newest 2022 iteration, which includes design inspiration from both previous versions of the kit. When Harold von Braunhut, the creator of Sea Monkeys, came up with his idea of selling brine shrimp as pets, he originally marketed his product as Instant Life. It wasn't until a few years later that his idea of calling them Sea Monkeys made its way onto packaging. I believe this is likely why the large bold lettering up top here says Create Instant Life, rather than featuring the Sea Monkeys logo. So I'm glad that Transcience has kept this vintage aesthetic and packaging reference on the box. Front and center of the box features an awesome illustration, which is a modern interpretation of Hatchie, the well-known and iconic baby sea monkey emerging from its egg. The original Hatchie drawing has been around since 1962 and is synonymous with the Sea Monkeys brand, so it's really cool to see this illustration reimagined in Todd Machen's contemporary artistic style. Turning over to the back, and we have fairly standard instructions for how to start a sea monkey tank, and some insight into what this kit comes with. This has changed a little from the earlier kits from the 60s and 70s, but it still keeps true to the vintage style. The first step says to add packet number 1 into 11 ounces of room temperature water. Step 2 says to add in the instant live eggs after waiting for 24 hours, and the third step gives a feeding guide for packet number 3, saying to feed them only once a week. And interestingly, we have the new addition of a fourth step, and that's because this kit has one very unique tool in here which I've not seen in any other Sea Monkey kit before. I'll talk more about that shortly. Let's open up this box and take a look at what's inside. First up, we have the 3 standard packets needed to start a sea monkey colony, and the yellow feeding spoon. There's nothing new about these, but they're the core of the kit. It's the next 2 items in here that I'm most excited about. First up, we have this unique tool that I mentioned earlier. It's a million bubble air pump, which is basically an accordion style pipette with an air stone attached to the bottom. It's a simple design, but it works incredibly well for aerating your tank water. Let me show you quickly how it works. This is the Sea Monkeys robo-diver tank that I reviewed on the channel a few months back. To be honest, I've neglected this colony a little over the last few weeks, but there's plenty of algae growing in there, so they're still doing fine. To use the million bubble air pump, you simply dip the air stone into the tank water and press down on the pipette. It's quite incredible how many small bubbles this produces, and when each of those pop at the surface, they allow the diffusion of fresh oxygen into the water. You then remove the air stone from the tank, release your pressure on top of the pipette, and repeat the process as many times as you like. It's important not to remove your thumb from the air pump while it's still in the tank, as this will suck in water and may hurt your baby sea monkeys. I'm really glad to see they've included it in this kit. It encourages people to learn more about how to care for their sea monkeys, which will help their chances of survival. The last piece in here is actually the one I'm most excited about. This kit is the very first one to include the brand new instruction sheet illustrated by Todd Machen. I'm a huge fan of Todd's artistic style and the direction he's been taking the brand these last few years. Todd's done a great job of adding character to his sea monkeys here, while also keeping true to their anatomical design heritage. I've heard there's a new handbook in the works too that'll be out in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. Overall, I'm a huge fan of this product. I really like how it calls back to that vintage design aesthetic of the 60s, which is such an important part of the brand's history. And to be honest, I actually prefer this to modern day packaging designs too, so I really hope to see Transcience come out with more retro-inspired products in the future. Now, if any of you are interested in purchasing this kit, it's currently only available in the North American version of the Sea Monkeys website at seamonkeys.com. I am hopeful though that if it becomes popular enough, they will release it worldwide. So for those of you living in the States, if you have the means, I do encourage you to go and pick it up and support the brand. I also want to say a big thank you to Todd Machen for sending me this kit, because without him, I wouldn't have been able to get it delivered to me here in New Zealand. So as always, Todd, thank you so much for your generosity and your contribution to the channel. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be giving away one of these Sea Monkey Ocean Zoo kits to one viewer. So all you have to do to enter the giveaway is leave a comment on this video, and I'll pick a random winner in 1 month from now, which I'll announce over on my Instagram account. So thank you so much for your continued support, and I'll see you in the next video.